There are some children living in the village. They like to play in the giant garden every afternoon after they go back from school.
What a lovely garden! The grass is so green and soft.
Yeah, and the flowers look like stars.
Stop talking! I want to listen to this bird singing.
I feel happy here.
Me too. But we cannot stay longer here. We have to go to home.
Yes, come on, it's getting late. Our parents must be worried. We can go back here again tomorrow.
One day, the giant came back. He had been to visit his friend the Cornish ogre and had stayed with him for 7 years. After the 7 years were over, he had said all that he had to say, for his conversation was limited, and he decided to return to his own castle. When he arrived, he saw the children playing in the garden.
What are you doing here?
Run! Let's get out of here! The giant is back!
Yes, get away from here. This is my garden. Anyone can understand that, and will allow nobody to play in it but myself.
So he built a high wall all around it and put up a notice board. Trespassers will be prosecuted. The poor children had now no here to play. They are feeling very sad. They don't have any place to play no more. The giant's garden is most suitable and comfortable place for those children to play in.
No, where are we going to play? The road is not good for us to play there.
The road is very dusty and full of hard stones. I would not like to play on the road.
I miss so much that beautiful garden.
How happy we were there.
Then the spring came, and all over the country there were little blossom and little birds. But in the garden of the selfish giant it was still winter. The bird did not care to sing in it as there were no children, and the trees forgot to blossom. The only people who were pleased were the snow and the frost.
Spring has forgotten this garden.
So we will live here all the year round. I will cover up the grass with my great white cloak.
And I will paint all the trees silver.
I think we should invite the North Wind to stay with us.
One morning, the giant was lying awake in bed when he heard some lovely music.
Where is that sweet music coming from? Maybe they are the king's musicians passing by. It's the most beautiful music I have ever heard in the world.
Then the hail stopped dancing, and the north wind stopped roaring, and a delicious perfume came to him through the open window.
I believe the spring has come at last. I better get out of bed and see what is happening outside.
When he went outside, he saw a most wonderful sight. Through a little hole in the wall the children had crept in, and they were sitting in the branches of the trees.
Oh, there is a little tile in every tree.
Hey, Giant, you are here now. We are so glad you come back. Now, we will cover ourselves with blossom again.
We are happy to be here. Look, everybody, over there. The birds are flying and singing with delight, and the flowers are blooming again.
But only in one corner it was still winter. It was the farthest corner in the garden, and there was a little girl crying.
I cannot reach up the branches of the tree.
Climb up, little girl.
I cannot. I'm too small to climb.
The giant's heart melted as he looked out. He felt guilty for the poor little girl.
How selfish I have been. No, I know why the spring will not come here. I will put the poor little girl on the top of the tree, And then I will knock down the wall, and my garden shall be the children's playground forever and ever. I am very sorry for what I have done.
So he went downstairs and opened the front door quite softly and went out into the garden. All the children ran seeing the giant coming. Only the little girl did not run. Her eyes were so full of tears that she did not even see the giant coming.
Take my hand, I will put you up into the tree.
Thank you.
The little girl stretched out his two arms and flung them round the giant's neck and kissed him.
Did you see that? The giant is not angry anymore.
Let's go back there.
It is your garden now, little children. I will knock down the wall and you can come here every day.
Thank you, Mr. Giant. We love you and this beautiful garden.
When people were going to the market, they found the giant playing with the children in the most beautiful garden they had ever seen. One day, the giant asked the children,
Where is your little companion, the little girl I put into the tree?
We don't know. She has gone away.
You must tell her to be sure and come here tomorrow.
We don't know where she lives. I have never seen her before. Me neither. But don't feel sad. Maybe one day she will return.
every afternoon, when school was over, the children came and played with the giant, but the little girl was never seen again. The giant was very kind to all the children, but he missed his first little friend. The giant really wanted to see that little girl again. Years went over. The giant grew very old. He could not play anymore, so he sat in a huge armchair and watched the children at their games and admired his garden.
I have many beautiful flowers, but the children are the most beautiful flowers of all.
One winter morning, as he was looking out of his window, he saw that in the farthest corner of the garden was a tree quite covered with lovely wet blossom. Its branches were all golden, and silver fruit hung down from them, and underneath it stood the little girl he had loved.
I cannot believe it. It's the little girl. She come back.
Downstairs ran the giant in a great joy, and out into the garden. And when he came quite closer to that little girl, his face grew red with anger.
Who dared to harm you?
The giant coughed that the little girl had in her palms and the prints of two nails, and the prints of two nails were on the little feet.
No, these are the ones of love.
Who are you, little girl?
And a strange awe fell on him. He knelt before the little child, and the child smiled.
Once you let me play in your garden, today you will come with me to my garden, which is paradise.
When the children ran in that afternoon, they found the giant lying dead under the tree. He seemed as he was sleeping, and he was all covered with white blossoms.